Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hollywood Hubbies Film Club. This is our review of Guys and Dolls, Part 2. If you didn't listen to Part 1, go back and listen to it before listening to this. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? All right, enjoy. So the next day, confident that Nathan will win the bet with Sky about Sarah and the date in Havana, Nathan meets with the boys on the street, Benny and Nicely Nicely, and they sing the title track, Guys and Dolls. Catchy song. I mean, there's nothing really negative that I could say about Guys and Dolls. I think it's written really well. It's catchy. It's a great tune. Almost everyone knows it in musical theater.
It better be a good song if they decided to make it the title song, or
Right?
if they wrote it as the title song.
But
I think it's solid.
It's really solid. Back at the mission, Sky overhears Sarah's boss wanting to close down the mission. He thinks on his feet and begs for an extension until the boss can make her final decision. So he's basically trying to prove to the boss that the mission is doing some good in the town. He doesn't want to see Sarah fail, and he feels bad for Sarah. And that the night that they will return on Thursday, that he told her, I am certain that there will be people at this meeting, and that he's going to guarantee this to happen. So of course, with that, Sarah feels more and more comfortable about going on this date with him. And so yeah, I mean, it's trying to show a glimpse that, Sky has some heart in this situation, and he's not just trying to win this bet anymore with Nathan, that he actually does feel bad that Sarah's, mission is failing, and
he's helping her out.
Taking a little bit of a liking to her,
Yeah.
On the other side of town, Nathan gathers all of the gamblers, including a visitor, Harry the horse, and Big Jewel. Big Jewel is obviously the confirmed mobster of the group.
Yeah. I love his voice too.
Yeah, right?
He's a good. That actor is a good.
It's like a Looney Tunes type of voice,
Yeah.
So we meet Harry the horse and Big Jewel. When the lieutenant shows up, Benny claims that they are celebrating Nathan marrying Adelaide. Like they're there for a bachelor party instead of a meeting between all of the gamblers. It was kind of just like a think on your
last
feet moment.
minute. Just say something.
Say something quickly. Nathan's obviously shocked by this, but he's forced to play along, especially considering that Adelaide just happens to be there having lunch with her girlfriend. So she overhears this. She sees that Nathan's all excited about this bachelor party, and they all get excited for each other, and Nathan has his ballad Adelaide. How do you feel about this song?
I think I said earlier that Frank Sinatra is such a talented singer that he can make anything. He could sing anything and make it sound good. That I keep that opinion with this song, but if you take him out of the song, I think it's a pretty boring song.
I think if there ever was a song written for Frank,
it almost doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit.
It sounds like a Frank Sinatra ballad.
That you hit the nail on the head with that one.
I wonder if he later added this into his repertoire for like concerts, because it could have it's a Frank Sinatra song.
Yeah, and some musical revivals, they add songs from movies into the revivals. I don't think this song has ever been added into the musical on stage. So I really do think, and please chime in.
Has Pet Me Papa ever?
Yeah, no one's taken that one. But please, chime in if you know otherwise. Throw it in comments somewhere. Because if there ever was a song written for Frank. It's Adelaide. I think it's really pretty. He sings it pretty, but it can be a bit boring. It does slow down the momentum a bit, you guys.
You know what's shocking is we haven't heard the third of the new songs yet, but there are moments when they make these big blockbuster movie musicals and they decide to add new songs, and they randomly choose a new writer to add new songs, and then they suck or they're just not on the same caliber. These three songs were written by Frank Lesser. So it's shocking to me that, like, when you hear the songs that were originally from the Broadway show and you hear the three new songs, to me they didn't add anything to the musical that is like, oh wow, we need to add this. Like, when you, for example, you have Mine Hair from Cabaret. It was written for Liza for the Cabaret film. It's a great song. Even though I love Don't Tell Mama, when they, like you had just said, there are productions where they add in Mine Hair
For sure.
from the movie to the show
Yeah.
because it's a great song.
Yeah.
I don't really know that there would be a reason to add any of these three songs. And we haven't gotten to the third one, but we'll get into that one. But so far we're on song 2 of the new songs. Strike 2 for me. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't need to be added.
It's a Frank number. It really is. So in true Hollywood fashion, over the course of their stay in Cuba, Sky and Sarah begin to fall in love. Like, for realsies. not for bets, for realsies.
So they're in Cuba, right? They're not at like a rainforest cafe, because these sets,
Oh my god.
I think I've seen better sets on like an episode of I Love Lucy when it comes to like, we're now switching locations. Like, but okay.
like,
We're in Cuba, guys.
like Ricky Ricardo's like Havana nightclub looks better than this.
Oh my god. When Lucy changed the living room into Havana to make him feel like he was at home, it was better than these sets.
Oh my gosh.
But we're in Cuba. Okay.
And let's, here and here we go with, actors probably wearing more tan makeup than they need to in regards to the extras and the servers and the dancers. Like, it's just what they did back then, And
they probably had actors that were of Latin or Hispanic heritage that they could have used. The fact that in these studio minds that they're like, no, we really need to like press the point that they are Cuban.
Yeah.
Like, hello?
I know.
They can just be the skin color that they have, and we would have totally understood.
Right?
They gave us the Rainforest Cafe backdrops. We know we're in Cuba.
Yeah, we're gonna buy it.
We got it.
So they're out dining and dancing and drinking, quote, milkshakes.
Mm-hmm.
Which of course it's like spiked liqueur. Like they're drinking like spiked dulce de leche.
Mm-hmm. I do like, and I'm not 100% sure if it was written for the movie or if it was written in the original musical, but they made it a point to, he ordered this drink for her, and they did make it a point of her asking, this does have alcohol in it. So it's not like she ordered milk and then he ordered her a cocktail and she had no idea and then got drunk. She knew when she heard Bacardi, she said, doesn't that have alcohol in it? So she knows she's drinking alcohol.
Yeah. She knows she's letting her hair down.
Yes. And I like that, because I think I would have been more uncomfortable had he been like, oh, I'm going to get you sweet milk, and then have her start getting drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that would have been horrible. But the fact that she knows, he says it's Bacardi, she says it's alcohol, and she's still drinking.
Yeah, even when they have their real like smooch. That's not like a forced like,
Mm-hmm.
kiss. Even when they have their real smooch, I mean, he knows that Sarah's getting a little too buzzed,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the one that buttons up her
Yeah, let's get some coffee.
her jacket for her. Like he buttons it up
Oh
because
yeah.
she's starting to unbutton it and stuff like that.
I did think it was funny that like let's move it along for the for the plot, but like she had like one sip and all of a sudden she's cross-eyed and like,
oh yeah,
"Ugh."
totally. That's also something that's in true Hollywood fashion, right? One sip of a drink and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, like she was like, all right, let's move it along. It wasn't like they did like a fade out, fade in, and all of a sudden she's
Right?
trashed. Like she had
Oh
like
my
one
gosh.
sip and she was like, oh my goodness. Like, so I don't know how strong those coconut milks were, but
There's a really cute scene when she's sobering up where she has her face like literally dunked inside the fountain outside. And we get a song from Sarah here, which is called "If I Were a Bell."
did we talk about the fight?
Oh
we
yeah,
pass the fight?
we passed the fight, but what do you have to say about the fight? I mean,
I thought it was fun.
It's fun. It's very slapsticky.
Yeah,
which is the point, I think, right?
I mean, if you're gonna have a drunk scene, I guess you have to have a bar fight. So they went all out. Like they, I don't know.
Even Sarah's in on the fight. She's sliding around on busboy trays and things like that.
Yeah, I don't know how many times you could like redo that scene because it seemed like they were really wrecking the place. So
wrecking the rainforest.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I thought the fight scene was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. So yeah, what about "If I Were a Bell" by Sarah? I think this is my favorite song of Sarah's. It's really pretty, and I do like that it's her coming out of her shell more. I think
totally.
Yeah.
I enjoy Sarah in the Rainforest Cafe because she's really letting her hair down. She's really like, you start to see their relationship or their love story really start to bloom. You see their amazing chemistry they have together. They are the two actors of the film, and these scenes are really good with them. They have amazing chemistry. Seeing her fight was different. Seeing this song and her performing "If I Were a Bell," again, great song, great performance, and yeah, it was nice to see that a little bit more of the switch. You start, you get to see more of her personality slowly, and then here it's like full throttle.
For sure. This song in particular gives me Debbie Reynolds vibes.
Okay. I wonder if she's ever performed it.
I don't know. So even though Sarah wants to stay in Havana, because she's having the time of her life, this newly, like, what's the word, like freed bird in a way, Sky is like, no, we have to get back to New York. We've got to get back to our real lives, and we've got to get back because we're trying to save the mission here. Like, we've got to remember, like, we got to get back.
Now he's doing her job.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And we have another duet between them that's called "A Woman in Love," and there is a similar song to this in the musical called "I've Never Been in Love Before." But for the movie, yes, we have a duet here called "A Woman in Love." Any thoughts on this song, babe?
Boring.
Quite.
Again, strike three, you're out. Like,
quite boring.
Third song, not necessary. Keep the old song. This is... I understand writing a new song for a musical because you probably want to get like a best song nomination. Write one. Write Adelaide.
I'm going to say I agree with you. I do think he probably was trapped a little bit in this one and probably relaxed the song a bit.
You think he wrote a new song
to get the actors through it easier?
Okay.
So I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass on this one. I think of the three songs, I would give him more of a pass on this one than the others. But simply because I think he was working within the constraints of what he has. They do a great job singing the song, but I agree with you. It is a boring ditty.
Yeah. Another word on this. this scene, it took me a second. I didn't know whether we were looking at New York City, Times Square, or if we were looking at a mural of New York, because again, the backdrop of New York like was so bad that I'm like, is th- did they do this on purpose? Like, did they want us to just like suspend reality and be like, we're in New York? Because I
I
would have rather them just have a giant billboard of a picture of New York than try to be like, we're gonna do two brightened billboards, and then we're gonna do like like triangles and rectangles as it goes farther back to give it like
yeah.
dimension. But it worked even less in this nighttime scene because I just was like, is this a mural on a building, or is this supposed to be us looking at New York in the background? It was not giving me New York.
And I will say, obviously, with time, more was coming around in regards to different artists, different technology, just different ways of portraying things. But yeah, I mean, what is it? Mary Poppins is what, 10 years later, and the Disney
Mm-hmm.
company is cranking out stuff from their Burbank lot that looks like any place in the world. I mean, I know we're comparing two different eras here. It is quite the
Mm-hmm.
jump. But when you watch hand painted sets in certain studio lots compared to this
And
was
is this movie
lacking.
like a CinemaScope movie? Is this supposed to be a CinemaScope? Like, I know that was like big in that day of like you're watching
Yeah.
it in
I don't know. I
CinemaScope.
don't, yeah, it is rough. Yes, you're right, Boo. It was released in CinemaScope. So interesting. Very, very interesting. But I do agree with you.
Yeah.
So back now in New York, they meet the Save the Soul Mission Band, which has been parading around all night on Sky's advice. Police sirens are heard. The gamblers all start running out of the mission that's led by Nathan. They basically flee from the back room because they were holding an illegal craps game there. So here, Sky takes Sarah and gets her away from the mission, and Nathan's there holding an actual craps game that's happening. The police arrive too late. They don't make any arrests, but the lieutenant does find Sarah. And just by coincidence, he, of course, suspects that Sky is involved. She, of course, is now crazy suspicious that this was Sky's plan all
To get her out
along
of.
to get her out of
Mhm.
there. And yeah, basically, she ditches him, refuses to believe anything that Sky has to say, rightfully so. And then we go back to, we quickly go from that scene back to Adelaide's club because Sky goes over there to find Nathan. He's not there. And basically, he lets her know, he breaks the news to her that, listen, Adelaide, Nathan's never going to go straight. He's never going to clean up his act. Okay. So you either deal with it and move on, or deal with it and marry him. And then we jump into the song Take Back Your Mink, which is another performed song by Adelaide, actually, like on stage
Mm-hmm.
as a performance. How do you feel about this song?
Out of her songs, um, Bushel and a Peck included. I'm just talking about Adelaide songs. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite visually in the movie. Like I think that it's such a cool number.
Such a cool
Like
number.
it's like a burlesque number because they're
Mm-hmm.
they're slowly peeling off articles of clothing and then they've got their negligees on.
Yeah, it's like,
And it's very sexy, it's very fun.
mm-hmm.
I love um in any kind of performances if you're going to be I like when there's a mixture of sexuality and comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I'm a prude or anything, but I think that it adds an extra layer. Like when you're sexy and funny at the same time, it makes it more exciting.
I think you're right. I mean, you're, a big Marilyn Monroe fan. She is big on sexy and comedy. You're a really big Betty Grable fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she exudes
Sexy
and
funny.
sexy funny. And I think you're right. And Vivian really, she does flex some acting muscles in this scene, because in this scene with Brando, it's a different type of banter. It's not the same banter we've been getting between her and Sinatra. It's now a different type of a scene, and I feel she doesn't have to be such a character in that scene between the two.
It's a little more serious, and
It is a little more serious. I think
it's a woman. Job.
It's a different type of desperate.
Yeah,
it's not a begging.
She's definitely at the end of her her wits.
Yes. So yeah, really, really cool. I do also like Take Back Your Mink a lot. I think on stage it's really cool. I think it was done really, really well.
I think it's a good number that, like, I think anytime you do something that's sexy funny, you can have women and men both appreciate the number, because the men obviously are going to be looking at it and thinking how sexy everyone looks, but then the comedy kind of adds in the women who, if it were just a strip number, they're going to be a little bit more clutching their pearls,
right?
And I'm talking about back in 1955,
right.
Whereas you add the comedy bit and the lyrics of the song and everything, and it kind of makes it more well-rounded, and then you're not the women are not clutching their pearls, because there's a reason that they're taking their clothes off,
right? So Sky still, of course, wants to make good on his arrangements with Sarah. He doesn't want to give it up. And, he's basically, even though Sarah would rather just forget that the whole thing happened, Sky is in this situation of, I don't want to be made a complete, welcher around town. Like, I make good on my deals. That's what Sky is. He's a professional gambler. Mm-hmm. So he's like, I'm not going to give up on this, even though Sarah would rather just forget that this whole thing happened, and quite frankly, probably forget that Sky happened. Meantime, Nathan has continued the crap game, and he's continued the game now in the sewers nearby.
The nicest, cleanest sewers I've ever seen in my life.
We are talking Hollywood soundstage sewers.
Another thing I'm shocked about, and I mean, maybe just because he didn't choreograph it this way, but like, was there even like dirt on the ground?
Oh no.
Because usually, like,
they're all sliding around.
Yeah. But like, I was expecting, like, if they were going to be like in this dirty grungy, that maybe there would be like dirt on the ground and they'd be kicking it and making like smoke clouds or something. Oh no, it was like shiny linoleum, flat stage.
It's like a cooler, cleaner version of like a Step in Time number from Mary Poppins. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's like the opposite.
Amazing number. I'm not talking about the number at all.
You mean just the sewer itself? No, I know.
Yes,
I know.
The number, great. The backdrop, I didn't know if this was a stage production of like Alien the musical and we were in space. I did,
the coils are all different colors, the pipes are different colors.
Multicolored sewer. I was like, oh, okay, like, are we lost in space? Is this Alien? Like, had I walked in and not known what was happening, I would have thought that we were in space.
Well, I can see that. I definitely can see that. They're all very big, too. Everything's giant pipes, like Mario Brothers, Like, they're all these giant tubes and everything.
Yeah, they should have just made them green.
But yes, you guys, the choreograph number is really, really cool. And let's see. Yes. Big Jewel, the mobster, is within this gambling rink that they have going on, and he's got his revolver out. Like, he's not even like hiding it anymore that he's a mobster. Like, he's like the guy now, right? And he's lost all of his money, but he forces Nathan to play against him so that he can win his money back. But he does it with these cheating dice. It's really funny. He's like, oh, my dice are blank. They don't have any dots on them, because don't worry, I'll remember where I remember where all the dots are, so I'll be able to call it. But Nathan's not gonna fight back too much because the guy's he's a mobster.
Yeah, he's
So
gonna
like,
shoot him.
what's he gonna do about it? So yeah, he completely cleans Nathan out of all of his winnings. Sky enters, beats up Big Jewel, and takes his gun away. And Sky, now realizing the sting and the devastation with Sarah, being rejected from her, he now lies to Nathan and says that he lost the bet between them. But
that was very sweet.
It is.
He's not going to use her to win a bet.
Exactly. It is nice that they give Sky this heart throughout this movie, So Nathan tells Big Jewel that he now has the money to play him back, but Harry
pay him back?
Yeah, because sorry. You're right. He now has the money to put up a bet so that he can win the money back that he's lost to Big Jewel. But Harry the horse says that Big Jewel can't play without cheating. He can't make a pass to save his soul. That's the quote that Sky overhears that gives off this light bulb. He cannot make a pass to save his soul. So Sky, light bulb moment, he's like, wait a minute, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bet each of you. And if I lose, I'm going to pay up $1,000 to each of you gamblers down here. But if I win, you're going to attend this prayer meeting that's going on at the mission. Because in his mind, he's now still trying to make good to Sarah and save the mission and get these guys in these seats. And then we jump into the song Luck Be a Lady.
Mm-hmm. Frank Sinatra's big number in his mind.
The number he wishes he had. Yeah, Luck Be a Lady. Awesome song. I mean, everyone knows it. It's been in countless movies before, movie soundtracks.
Who sang it in the soundtracks that you're talking about?
Yeah, exactly. It's just such a well-known song.
So well-known.
I think Frank Lesser did a great job writing this number. I think, I like Marlon Brando's version of it. It's not huge, but I think he does a good job with it. What are your thoughts, babe?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad version, but it's just one of those things that, like, when I hear, it's one of those songs that, like, I instantly correlate with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only version when someone says Luck Be a Lady, I hear that version.
That's understandable.
I'll only hear that version.
It's not a debatable song. It's not a New York, New York, where you're either it because of Frankie or it because of Liza. It's not that type of song.
To me, no.
Luck Be a Lady because of Sinatra.
Yes.
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
That's probably also because I watched Mrs. Doubtfire a lot when I was a kid, and I think that's
I mean, it's used in so many soundtracks.
Yeah, but to me, I think of Frank
Sinatra
and I think of Robin Williams dancing in drag.
Yeah,
with a vacuum.
That's awesome. Wait, isn't that?
Oh no, that's Dude Look Like a Lady.
No, but this is in it too. Wait, this is in his makeover, isn't it? Yes, I think so.
Oh, you're so right.
Yeah, I think this is in his makeover.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think of Mrs. Doubtfire being created.
Yeah.
I think of her, the mask, which is also a very cool scene.
Yeah.
We'll have to review that after these 25 films.
Yeah. So, but you're right. There's always been that bitterness that's been thrown out there about this whole him not being able to have this part or have this number.
Did he want to somehow figure out how to perform that in this movie? Did he want them to switch it to him?
That I don't know. All I know is that he wanted to be Sky. That's the only thing that's ever been that I've ever read about it, is that he wanted to be Sky.
Oh, so he wanted to play Sky.
Yes. That's the only thing I've ever read about it.
Can you imagine?
No, I will not. No, I will not. So back at the diner, Adelaide and Nathan have a brief fight because she is you know,
Done.
yeah, no,
Oh,
no.
sorry.
Well, she's ready to go elope. So yeah, she's ready.
She's ready.
She's ready.
She's ready or done.
Yeah, she's ready or done. Because it's like it's time to go. Because the lieutenant had made it a point to say like, you guys are old enough that you can go elope now. You know, I guess there was like an age bracket to that. So she's ready, but he's like, listen, I can't go and run off with you because I've got to go to this prayer meeting at the mission.
And she thinks it's a big old lie.
I mean, right?
Out of nowhere. It does, obviously, it's meant to sound like a big old lie.
And so they've got this tongue-in-cheek profession of love going back and forth with each other. And that duet is the song called Sue Me. I love this song. I think it's so cool because I do feel like it's got that really cool like tongue-in-cheekiness to it. I will say it is hard for me to not hear this song and not immediately think of Nathan Lane and Faith Prince.
Yes.
Because the revival version of this, you guys, I mean, they go from 0 to 60 of like annoyance with each other. It is
every time I hear this song, I just hear him in the background going, Adelaide.
I mean, their banter between each other on that. So no matter what, I do like this song, and please go listen to this song, but definitely go and listen to also the revival version, the Broadway revival version with Nathan Lane and Faith Prince singing Sue Me, because it's really, really good.
It's gonna sound like a Frank Sinatra bash fest, but like I think that he is completely adequate in this role. But if you listen to the movie version of Sue Me and then you go right into listening to the revival Nathan Lane Faith Prince version, you kind of see and hear how the role is meant to be performed, because he's completely like Frank is not, he's not bad, he's simmering.
He's simmering.
He's simmering.
He's almost kind of too suave for the role.
Like, he's not as desperate. Like, he really wants, it's not like he doesn't want Adelaide, but he just like, if he didn't want her, he wouldn't fight so hard in the song, like or like try to make her change her mind when she's saying I'm done. But like, you really hear the difference.
I really feel there's you obviously need a really good yin and yang to Adelaide and Sarah, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need this balance as well with Sky and Nathan. And Sky is your suave, cunning, gambler.
Mm-hmm.
And you need a different type of balance for Nathan. And I think that Frank, to me, he's almost a little just too suave for this role.
Yeah.
Like Sky's too smooth.
It's like, it's good luck and bad luck. Like, Sky is supposed to be like untouchable. Like, they talk about his bets and how he wins these bets, and like, he bet on his temperature being 104 and then he got it up to 106. These, like, he's supposed to be like the luck, and Nathan is supposed to be a little bit more desperate. Like, he can't catch a break.
Yeah.
But Frank kind of plays it too cool for school. Like, he's not sweating, and you need to see Nathan sweat. Right? Am I
right?
Okay.
You said it earlier with your comparison with Marissa Tomei.
Mm-hmm.
Here's now the perfect comparison. If it was Marissa Tomei and Joe Pesci singing Sue Me, or in this Sue Me scene, it would make sense, because Joe Pesci is also, he's scrappy. He's a bit more neurotic.
Mm-hmm.
Frank doesn't have that,
No.
Frank doesn't have Joe Pesci has boiling point. He's a boiling actor. Frankie is not that. He, like you said, he simmers.
I think that
I don't want to beat up the guy. Like, we're not trying to beat up the dude. No. But it's just him in this role. Because once again,
if he wanted the role of Sky, he probably, I don't know how far in advance he prepared for his roles, because he just kind of showed up and he was Frank. But if he prepared for Sky and they told him he was going to be Nathan, he never prepared for Nathan. He said, I'm still going to play Sky. Like, screw you guys.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, the role has more, not as much luck, but he's still playing a little too cool. But
so the mission now. The mission is near closing, and Sarah's all about giving up, and all of a sudden gamblers arrive.
Mhm.
I mean, they fill up the room. And really, I mean, obviously we know Sky won the bet because all the gamblers are there, and they start confessing their sins, you know, even though they have little repentance. They at least start to try to acknowledge the sins that they have. However,
I also want to say, going back to costumes, every single guy has a different colored shirt, a different colored suit, a different colored tie. Like, it looks so cool, but it also makes me think, like, oh, I didn't know guys like call their friends and see what color they're wearing so they don't wear the same color. Like, girl, not in a bad way. It was just kind of like, oh, I loved it, because usually I always joke around that, like, in a lot of films, like, the women get the great costumes and the men are just kind of left with, like, oh, they're gonna put him in a suit, put him in a plain suit, whatever. But the costume design in this, they really were like, let's make them vibrant as well. But then it made me laugh, like, oh, they really were like trying not to be matchy.
Yeah, don't wear neon green tie because I'm gonna
don't wear
that.
green. I'm wearing green tonight.
Yeah, we've also got like polka dots worked into some of their stuff. Like, I agree, really cool costume.
And
design.
I say this with like a thumbs up. Like, I love that they really put so much thought in like how colorful everything was going to be, because it is so eye-pop. Like, it really does pop on screen.
Yeah. Nicely Nicely is the one that actually recalls a dream that he had had the night before. So he's the one that actually breaks that wall of being like, I have an authentic connection with what the mission is trying to do and what their aim is. And that's when we get his big number of "Sit Down, You're Rockin' the Boat." Great song. Such a great
one
song.
of the most like recognizable songs.
One of the most recognizable songs. So Nicely Nicely is played by Stubby K. Anyone that knows Stubby K, he was a theater actor. He is another actor that they pulled from the original Broadway cast to reprise his role on film. So although not one of the lead characters, being a very, I don't want to say the word small, but a very,
he's a side character.
Featured side character?
Featured, yeah.
A very featured
Well, this
role.
song makes him featured because,
yes.
I mean, imagine playing one of the sidekick roles and then being told you're singing "Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat." Like, I mean, what lottery did he win?
Yes.
Like, he got the best. He got one of the best songs in the musical.
It is
like,
one
that
of the
was
best songs. The performance is
like,
great.
what a treat.
What a treat. It almost reminds me a bit of Amos from Chicago, that it's not a hugely built up role, but you're in it to give some great acting scenes when you're on stage, and you've got one number that is your memorable moment to be a featured. Oh, same with the song you really love from Pal Joey.
Zip.
Same with Zip. You know, you have your job for the show as this great featured part, and you've got to knock it out of the park. And Stubby does a great job with this.
It's the earworm number of this musical. Like, if it was the 50s and you're going to the theater and you're watching Guys and Dolls, you're leaving the theater and you're stuck with "Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat" in your head, because it's that song. You're tapping your toe and you're going like, oh, like, I can't stop hearing that in my head. Right? It is so catchy.
It is. Stubby K was famous, as I had said, from Broadway roles. He was a vaudeville actor as well. He was in famous for like Little Abner. He was in a lot of the Hitchcock shorts. He was in Sweet Charity, and then a lot of our generation probably knows him most recognized of playing Marvin Acme from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So Nathan tells Sarah that Sky lost the bet about Cuba, but she knows that he won, and so she realizes he was trying to, do her a solid by telling Nathan that he had lost. So she quickly puts those pieces together, is so grateful that he was an honest man in regards to that, and in regards to getting all these gamblers there, because now she doesn't have to close down the mission. Her boss was satisfied, and she hurries off to go basically make up with him. It then, of course, quickly cuts back to the final scene of the movie, which is a double wedding that's happening like right in Times Square.
Yeah, close down the street.
Yeah, close down the entire street. We're gonna have a double wedding.
At that time in New York, I'm sure everyone knew everyone, so they probably knew Adelaide. They were like, she's been waiting for 14 years. Yeah. Let's close it down.
So yeah, we have this big double wedding celebration with Sky marrying Sarah, and of course Nathan marrying Adelaide. And
I did think it was very cute that they had the lieutenant walk Adelaide down the aisle, and then they had his name is, I'm forgetting his name, but the gentleman that works with Sarah.
Yeah, it's like her uncle, like Uncle Al.
It was
something like that.
Very cute that both of them were walking them down the aisle.
Very, very cute. It also, there's a nod to Nicely also now wearing the actual missions like bass drum. Yeah. Like there's a nod to.
So he really did convert.
Yeah, there's a cute little like showing him in like the actual like marching band, like converting like with the mission. And then of course the movie wraps up with the finale score, which was done in a lot of these classic films. They would usually wrap it up with a final score, or even like a brief like reprise of the overture to close out the film.
And there we are. All right. So what was your favorite overall thing about Guys and Dolls?
I'm going to go out and say my favorite thing about this film is how the songs and the music did transfer onto film really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, yes, there are some edits that were done to songs. Yes, we have some songs that were clipped out of it or removed. There's a song between Sarah and Adelaide that is removed.
Marry the Man Today.
Yeah, and so there are some pieces of it that I do wish could have lived on in the movie, but I think that
because they never. Now that I'm thinking about it, did they ever meet?
No, they don't really have a moment together.
They don't have a moment, and they're getting married together.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say I think the music overall, the songs, I think they transfer over to film so well, and I remember most about this movie. I do remember the actual numbers, the musical numbers. What was your overall favorite thing?
My favorite thing would have to be that they, with the actors that they brought in from the original Broadway cast, I feel like they made the right choices. Like
nice.
they I know that when they make a big Hollywood film, there are a lot of people that love the original that are upset that the original actors can't play them on film. I think that if you don't decide to have all of them, which hardly ever happens, when you get actors that have such memorable moments, you can at least put that in there, and like, not really like an Easter egg, but it's kind of like there's kind of like nobody else could perform this or nobody else could sing the song. We have to have them in the film. And I think the ones they chose, having Vivian Blaine and having Stubby play these roles and sing these songs, they were that was a good choice.
I agree with you on that.
Casting, that was a great choice.
And Adelaide's probably, I mean, I'm assuming she's your favorite character in the musical.
Definitely. I think she has a lot of great numbers. I always forget, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I always forget that like her storyline to me in this film seems more featured or seems more supporting. Like if she were to get a nomination for an Academy Award, I feel like Adelaide would be in supporting and Sarah would be in lead.
Agreed.
And I don't know if that always happens on Broadway. I think that Adelaide being such a well-known character, I think sometimes exceptions are made and they have put her in the lead. And now maybe she is a lead on stage and they made her role smaller for the movie. But to me, having just watched the movie and seeing the character on film, she is more of an amazing supporting character.
I think you're absolutely right. I think now with Guys and Dolls and Broadway, you are looking for leads. I think that's the way it's branded now. It's the way it's billed now, publicity wise. So yeah, I think you're right about that. What about least favorite thing?
The sets. The
The
sets.
sets. The
Like,
sets.
I mean, in general, when you're watching an older classic Hollywood movie musical, they didn't all. I don't feel like they really ever filmed on location, and you were gonna have sets, but these ones really took you out of it sometimes. Like,
Yeah, they were rough.
yeah,
Rainforest Cafe.
the Rainforest Cafe, the New York mural.
Even Adelaide's club, that nightclub could have been so much cooler. It was pretty bland. The only other thing I would add to that, as far as my least favorite thing, I'm going to say I do think that the movie could be tightened up a bit. I think that it does. Certain scenes do run a little long for me.
They could have tightened it up and maybe, okay, we don't need this scene to be as long.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need this song, or and I would rather them keep a song than keep a long scene with a musical.
Yeah.
Unless it's absolutely unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel it could have been tightened up. That's probably my least favorite thing about it.
And how do you feel about the legacy of Guys and Dolls, or how do you think it has impacted you or culture in general?
I don't know. It's hard. Legacy is hard with this because I think it really set the standard for a lot of other movie musicals that were to follow this film. And current Legacy, the only thing I know is that Rob Marshall has the rights to it. So that's the only thing I know about it in regards to.
Yeah, I was looking that up and I can't believe how long that it's been in talks. Like, I guess 2011, 2013, something along there. And then, but the most recent update was late last year.
It would be cool to keep it classic though. Updating some elements, I would say,
I don't even know how,
but
I don't know how you could.
I hope it would stay classic, kind of like the Hairspray movie. They really didn't touch that too much. I mean, even West Side Story, I know they made very, very little edits to it, but
well, I think they made edits to the actual like script, but I think you kind of have to keep them in the time period that, not to say that like marriage and gambling and the different things that are the plot lines of this musical aren't still relevant today, but I think they're handled in a different way. Like, I think that women of today would not, how do I say this? Like, it's a lot more like traditional thought processes when it comes to like male, like when it comes to relationships and marriage. It's a lot more of a traditional thought process on those things, whereas I don't know if you made it and you made Guys and Dolls and you made the time period 2025, if the roles would be written the same.
I mean, I don't think there are any ladies out there waiting 14 years to get married, but to each their own, and you never know.
I
Yeah,
think
know.
people now are just in 14-year relationships and they're like, I don't want to get married.
Oh, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah.
So when you watch something that's written in that time period and you go, oh, well, it's 1955, like it kind of makes it easier to go, well, then that's, that's how they were feeling at that moment. If you watch that same plot and those same lines and it was 2025, you go, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
They would need to keep it of that era.
All right. Well, shall we spin the wheel?
All right.
See what's to come?
What's next on the docket? Ooh, okay. So the next film that we are going to be reviewing will be The King and I.
It's been so long since I've seen The King and I. So long.
The film?
Yeah. Yes.
What about on stage?
Not as long. Not as long. But definitely, yeah, the film, I can't even tell you. So that's a good one.
Yeah,
Well,
this will be nice to rewatch and dissect.
So thank you everyone for listening in on today's podcast. Thanks for all of the clicks. I hope everyone's enjoying. Please leave some comments so we know that you guys are out there. Share our podcast with your friends and family and on social media. And
yeah, tell us what you think of the podcast. Tell us what you think of the movies. Give your opinions. Do you like them? Have you seen them before? Is this your first time watching them?
Yeah, and like debunk any facts that we are either missing or we're saying wrong or anything like that. Like, please do. We are not film historians here.
100%, not at all. Make sure to go watch The King and I, 1956, starring Deborah Carr and Yul Brynner. Yeah, and then you'll be ready to listen along with us.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.